Hello, good afternoon everyone. Thank you for coming to join me. I finally finished my French Chateau journals and I just wanted to do a flip through for you. So I ended up doing two. One was in the red fabric that you can see there. So that's a piece of vintage quilt. And then this other one, I've kind of quilted it myself. So it's a piece of quite heavy duty. It is vintage, probably 50s, 60s fabric, I think. And I've just quilted that slightly as well, so that they're both roughly the same. Dimension wise, they're about 8 inches tall and around about 6 inches wide. I've got a different setup today, so let me know whether you think it works. I'm not sure if it's shaking or not. I'll try not to shake it. So I'll take you through both of them. Now, if you remember, if you've watched my previous videos, this is a flip that goes with the pocket at the back. So you can either have it there on the front of the journal, or I'll show you where it goes on the inside. So this is a piece of fine cotton that's got a print on it of two women, and I just thought it looked, you know, kind of French Chateau-y. The fabric, as I say, for this one is it's a piece of vintage quilt. And it wasn't quite big enough, so I've had to join two pieces, and then I've covered the seam with some lace. On the front, it's just tied with a piece of sari silk that at the moment is still at its shedding phase. So, you know, if it does shed, if there are threads, just cut them, don't pull them, just cut them off. I've got threads of it everywhere, I think. So that's just one piece that's wrapped around, so that will just obviously come undone. As I say, it's about 8 by about 6, because the fabric in the end, the cover bit, was about 12.5 inches, so that's how I know that size. Put that down there. So it is a soft cover. It's a very soft cover because it is just the quilted piece. So there's a piece of vintage fabric that's been made into a pocket, and then this is one of the collage rolls that I did, and I've cut it and I've put one of the images of Marie Antoinette, I think it is, on there. Oh, and the button I've stitched on, the vintage button, that's been stitched on there with some wax thread. So this is the signature. So it's got a signature and a pocket in it. And if you've looked at my previous videos, you'll remember the envelope that we collaged on so that you could see through the window. So that gives it quite some substance. It does lay quite flat for you to write in, but obviously when you've just put a journal together, they're still a little bit stiff. So Rachel's beautiful papers, all Rachel's French Chateau papers in here, and some of her other papers that I had left over as well. So I love that image. I like the yellow with the green. There I've done, again, a collage with some of Rachel's papers. And then this is, I've made a tag out of one of her ephemera pieces, and I've put the owls on it and some of Tracy Fox's, what are they called? Labels, that's what they're called. One of Rachel's actual vintage papers there. My coffee dye paper, and I've just put a little tab on it there. Fabric tab on that one. I left this plain because you can write on that one, and I liked the look of the two pages together. This is one of the flips that we did in the videos, in the previous videos. So it's got 3 pockets, one there, and then one there. And again, these are all Rachel's papers. I don't think I've used any other papers in this one other than Rachel's. Rachel's vintage book page photocopies. And I've just back-to-backed those. I've just copied on both sides. My coffee dye paper and just some of Rachel's papers on there. Again, a little trim, little snip on there. And again, I like those 2 blue pages together, so I left them. But you could put something on there. And I think you could even write on that one as well. Again, actual proper vintage book page. The real thing. Rachel's papers again. I shrank these down slightly, the papers, because of the piece of quilt fabric that I had. If I'd done it full size, it wouldn't have fit, so that they are slightly smaller than I would normally do. Another tag. I think we did this one. I did this one with you as well, this pocket, didn't I? And then a little tab on there. We did this one as well, so it's got the pocket there with the book page that we backed with Rachel's collage papers. So that flips up. And then it's just got the pocket on the front. So I like how that turned out. I was pleased with those. And I would like to do a few more of those, I think. Rachel's papers. And then the back of that I've stenciled. Again, her papers. And the ephemera that comes with the kit. And then that's one of her journal cards that I've used as a pocket. Again, quite a delicate piece of Rachel's vintage papers there. Love that page. So again, plenty of room to write. And then I've put the, like a quilted, little bits of paper left round there just to decorate it. But you can still write over it. Rachel's end papers or wallpapers they are. And then that just flaps out there. And then in the centre I've made a pocket. That's out of a book page. And I've used one of the kit pages in there. And a journaling card. That just slips in there. Both journals have got similar things in, but obviously they are different. Some fabrics there. It makes a little secret hiding place there for you to write something. The back of that page. I've really enjoyed using these, but then I enjoy all of Rachel's papers. And I do find that they mix so well together. I mean, I've used some of her fussy cut birds. These are from the botanical kits, the journaling cards. So I've used all sorts in here. That comes with the kit as well. That's part of the ephemera, and I think that is as well. So I've just made it into a side pocket. That's from the ephemera as well. And then the back page, back pocket there. And again, you can write on these pages. And then that flaps out, so there's extra journaling space there. That one opens up and it's got some extra papers that I had laying around. So you can either write on them in there or tear them off and use them. And then a journaling card in there. It just closes up and it does stay shut. That's Rachel's vintage letters and numbers as well. And then we did that one as well together. So that's the flip that flips out. So you can write on there. And the back of that page that I liked. And I still liked it, so I left it. And I just liked the red of that one. Oops. Yeah. And again, I think you saw this one. So that's one of Rachel's ephemera pieces. And then I've used little snips out of the kit on there. And then that's off the kit as well. And then I've just collaged it. And I've got enough left over to do more journals as well. There's oodles to use. We did this. This is one of Rachel's weekly challenges that we did. And I've joined it with the fabric. And then it just fits inside. That's an envelope. So that just flips inside the envelope, and then there is a tuck spot there as well on the envelope. And then the back of the envelope there, you can write on that if you want to, and that was Marie Antoinette. So that's the journal side of it. So you can see they've all got flaps on. Sorry, am I wobbling this table? They've all got flaps on the side. They've all got tags on the side, which I thought looked quite pretty. And then this is the pocket. So this was inspired by Suzy from the Shabby Soul. So it's got the pocket on the front, so you don't have to have it flapped over the front of the journal if you don't want to. It's got a vintage yo-yo, Suffolk puff, I'm not sure what they're called, on there. And then that flips up and there's a pocket on the back. So in the back I've made a little tuck spot with two little side tucks in. And that was out an extra page that I had left over. So that just goes in that pocket there. And it hangs over there, or you can put it over the front of the journal if you want to. And then there's a pocket there at the front that you can put a tag in. And that just sits down in there nicely. And there's also one in the back. So a little pocket just there, so you can put things in. And then on the inside, oops, sorry. And then on the inside of that, I've done a little booklet with just some extra journaling pages in. Quite a few little pages in there, so that's just like an extra little journaling book. And there's got a tag in there and the tag just there as well. If I could get it in, it would be. And then that just goes, that's the pocket in there. So that there's loads of room in that pocket, so you can see. I've left quite a big gap as well, so that it doesn't feel too stuffed when you're holding it. It actually feels quite nice. And then on the back, there's a little pocket, and I've just put a journaling card inside there. So that's the red French Chateau. And then the other one is blue. So this is like navy blue. I think it is a dark, very dark French navy. And again, it's got the pocket that flaps. I've stitched on this, so I've padded it slightly so to give it that extra feel. It has a different feel to the other one, and I think that's because this fabric is thicker and probably that bit newer as well. So it's got a vintage button on there. It's got a little snip of lace down the back. And again, it's the same kind of format. Let me just fold that pocket down. Sorry if you can hear those dogs. Dogs across the road from us, they bark at everything that passes. So I apologise if you can hear it. Again, the same pocket there. That's got a little journaling card on it. And again, this tag I made from the long collage strip that I do. Again, the window envelope, and then little fabric snip with some little daisies on there. And again, we collaged that. Rachel's paper there. Journaling card. Do love that bird. I think I might have used it twice in this, maybe in this one or in the other one. So it's got the same kind of papers, different kit pages, because I split them between the two journals, because I think Rachel's got two French Chateau pages. Again, I just love that together. This one is a pocket that flips out so you can write behind it. And then there's I was going to say a tissue paper pocket, tracing paper pocket there with a little journaling card. And again, I've just put some little bits of paper on the back of that. Again, Rachel's bookend or background papers there. And then I've just covered that over there with the little owl. That's from one of her botanical kits. Again, the vintage pages. And then in here we've got the journaling card there. One there. And one there. And they're all backed. That just tucks into there. Again, Rachel's vintage pages that I've photocopied. It's a kit, part of one of her kits. I love the colours on that as well. And this is my favourite paper that Rachel's got at the moment, I think. Oh no, there he is. Look, I had to use him again. I just thought the two little birds are looking at each other. And then it says reading of journal on there. And there's the little French Chateau. So I think that bird is just going to fly into those trees. Maybe his kingfisher friend will go and join him. Rachel's papers again that are stenciled. The little pocket that we did. And again, that's one of the journal cards. Old book page there. Again, fabric flip there. And that says, it did say Chateau Rouge, but I ended up with just Chateau. And I thought, well, it's perfect then to fit in here. So it's just a little fabric snip. If it says Chateau, it's going in the Chateau journal. Again, the paper's stuck round there. And again, you can write on those. This was the other one that I did with the pocket. So a little tag fits in there. Again, a tag flap there. Again, this is from Rachel's ephemera kit, and that just opens up there. Marie Antoinette. And again, the pocket in the middle with a little journaling card. That just fits in there. It's quite a nice big pocket actually, so you can put all sorts in there. Again, the back of the other one, and that says note on there. That's one of Rachel's journaling cards. I just had to cut it down a bit to fit in that pocket. Again, beautiful, beautiful pages. So it reminds me of the like French chateaus, but also the beautiful gardens. So the florals just go so well. So that's just a fussy cut flower that I had that I put over there. And again, one of Rachel's botanical kits, and again some more flowers against that chateau there, and again just some extra papers in there. A little tuck spot just there with one of the journaling cards, and again that's one of Rachel's tags that I've just cut the top the top off. Again the flip pocket, again with one of Rachel's fussy cut birds there, and a journaling card. And then that's the book page, floral book page there, and then that lifts up for some extra writing space, so you can put something on it if you wanted to. Again, I think just the pages are beautiful, and that yellow of the grass just goes so well with that. My coffee dyed or tea dyed paper rather. More room to write. That one flips open with two little birds. I had to get them in. And then the other flip that we did, that just goes on there. Again, one of Rachel's fussy cut birds and a Tracy label. So I do hope that you like these. Just decorated the end of that a little bit. As I say, I've really enjoyed making them. Little rose. And again, a collage sheet, just collaged card just there. And then again, this is the back of it. So that's the envelope again. So it's got the journaling card in there. And this is from Rachel's Marie Antoinette papers. And then it's got the little journaling card that we did. And I just put a label on it. Doesn't it look lovely? Can't go wrong with Rachel's papers, I have to say. And that just fits in that, in the envelope. And then Marie Antoinette on that one as well. And again, you can write on this or you can put a picture on it if you want to. So that's the journal in that one. And as I say, there are at least 80 pages in this. And again, that's got the tabs on it there. Then it comes to the pocket. So it's got the flip that you can have over the front of the journal or not if you want to. That's, again, it's got that tag in it with the tucks. So just a couple of pockets on there. That just fits in that pocket that's on the back of that flip. And then, again, it's got the two pockets. So it's got a pocket there and it's got a pocket on the back. And then on the inside of this one, again, in that pocket, it's got another little, both of them say this book belongs to. And again, that's just some, it would be if I hadn't glued it down. There we go. Just some extra journaling paper. That's got a side tuck in. And these are the last two that I've got of these. So I'm going to have to make some more. So maybe I'll do a craft with me on that. And then I've just put some extra papers again in here that I had laying around or left over. So plenty of, you know, you can use it as an extra journaling card, journaling book or whatever. So that fits in there. And again, that is a nice big pocket so that you can put all sorts in there. And again, I've left a nice big gap in between so that you're not going to feel that it's all getting squashed. So this one, as I say, it does have a different feel to the other one because the fabric is that bit stiffer. But once you've used it a couple of times, it will unstiffen. They are both raw edged. So if you can see around the edge, they are both, can you see that? They are both raw edge, but I've stitched over them, I've blanket stitched over them. So they won't fray. They will fray a little bit, as you can see there's threads coming up, but they won't fray away, if you see what I mean, because I've stitched it. If there are ends that come up, cut them off, don't pull them, but you won't end up with no journal, I promise. So that is my French Chateau blue, and we've got the French Chateau red. So by the time this video goes live, both of these will be for sale should you be interested in my Etsy store. But I hope you've enjoyed it, and we're off on Monday walking up to the Lake District. Well, I'm not walking up to the Lake District, going walking in the Lake District. So we're away for a couple of weeks, so it's going to be pretty quiet from me for a little while. And my next project is going to be some William Morris. So take care, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time to look. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.